Hello, hello, welcome to stream. Oh, I still have Krita open, give me a second. No sneak peeks for you. Hello, hello. Welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome. So I'm streaming while my mom is still home, but she's currently getting ready to leave to do some errands. So if you hear some background noise, it's probably her. And also ads in about 1 minute. Today we're going to be doing JayClan. The song shuffle challenge that if it starts playing in the background, which again only I hear, is Tower of Mistakes from Steven Universe. If that rolls, you shall get a sneak peek, a verbal sneak peek. And with that, let's just get into time skips. Also, JayClan is Hater Clan. I have a list of like all the around free bar dislikes, and there's like over 20 of them. So, first time skip. I see births and deaths. We do have someone with carrion place disease and red cough right now, so. Skip Fluff is moving some branches out of the way when she got a splinter. Ketlinger is climbing a tree but got a splinter from one of the branches. Slip Dawn no longer has green cough. Rocky Pelt and Tulip Speckle found a litter of free kits. There's ads right now. Actually, since there's ads right now, I forgot to get a drink, so be right back. Okay, I'm not muted. Okay, so if you're wondering why these are gone, I went and I killed Stone Shell because I accidentally still left her as a rogue on this save and I didn't want her attacking cats. But yeah, babies. Rocky Pelt has a stomach ache. Mantis Breeze's small cut has healed up nicely. Larksnoffer's moving some branches, got a splinter. Tumble Ram no longer has yellow cough. Wild Beam will always feel her grief, but time has softened it. Wild Beam's tail was badly injured by a fox. Oh god. Frida, Chasm Pop, Fumble Tangle, Calypso, Twigbark, Silt Tooth, and Garlic Fall are all taken away by Two Legs. Well, we're looking for Chasm Paw first. That's not good. Stanley came out. Non-binary. Let me roll if they're gonna use another label. 1 second. They are staying as non-binary specifically. It could be worse, guys. With this, we can at least look for them. And then Stanley also got a face full of a bee. So on the AU runs I was doing of JayClan, there was a lot of rejection going around. Look, Frozen Shadow is sorry, but he just doesn't see Miscall that way. Miscall slinks off rejected. Sleepy Gale accidentally trespassed on the Galaxy Clan territory. Interesting. Timmy moves Froststripe to the medicine cat den, where the white cough that her running nose has turned into can be easily monitored. Skip-Paw's torn ear has healed, and then was reinforcing the camp walls and got a thorn stuck in her paw. Rockpaw's running nose is gone. Ficklepaw wasn't looking where he was going and tripped over a small trunk, came out with only his pride bruised. Adderclaw died of carrion place disease. I kind of expected that. It's always the coolest looking cats, isn't it? Well then, let's, first off, let's look for Chasmpaw first. And let's take a look at everyone's statuses. I'm actually going to go from the back because I want to see the babies. Snail Kit! Aw, I love Snail. A little girl. This is Rocky Pelt and Tulip Speckles kids. Bone Kit, a little girl. And Sky Kit, a little boy. I see heterochromia. Nope, talking about the dead cat. Pretty cute names. So let's start from back here and go to the front. Shard Kit has tiny little paws. Absolute little baby. Cave Kit wants to get to know Shard Kit better. That is your sibling. Air Dancer is feeling cooped up in camp. Calamari is being pestered by fleas. Oliver is out on a walk in the territory. Cloudspots wonders how lasting peace could be achieved between the clans. Ketlinger is lashing his tail furiously. On that note, by the way, JayClan and Hornet Clan have very low relations, and I expect a war, but we'll see. Skip Fluff wants to get to know Air Dancer better. Yeah, Air Dancer lost all her kits last year. Ficklepaw is waiting to watch the sunset. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. Rockpaw wishes she was back in the nursery. Burnpaw purrs as a cold breeze hits her. Always the bloodthirsties. Skip-Paw doesn't want to go on dusk patrol. Froststripe confronts a clanmate about their behavior. Crooked Ripple is spending time with Oliver. Cute. Sleepy Gale is soaking in the new leaf warmth. I roll in Galaxy Clan. If a cat gets a disability, I roll 1 through 100. If they go 1 through 10, they roll 1. If the birth giver is over 120 moons old, then the roll is 1 through 20. That they will get 1. Blackclaw is fetching Bone Kit for another cat that was looking for her. Bone Kit is a newborn. Miscall is craving the taste of shrew. Glade Streak is eavesdropping on Barkstorm. Frozen Shadow is feeling quite lazy. Blue Muzzle is complaining about an itch he can't quite reach. Barkstorm concocts a plan for world domination just for fun. Squirrel Crest is grooming away. I feel so bad for Squirrel. Like, Poppy Kit, Slate Tail. Like, Tumble Ram is asking Rocky Pelt an important question. Lark Snarf saw a two-legged kit playing with a kitty pet. I must mention that in an AU run I just did today, there was a Snarf kit that was born, and then another kit got Snow Snarf as a full name. So, if another Snarf pops up, it's gonna be in this clan, I swear. Vervainclaw's feeling motivated. Tulip Speckle purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Echostone reminisces on the time spent in her lost home. Missile Leaf heard someone say something that reminded her of her lost home. Branch Muzzle curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Furled wonders what Curl Spots is up to. Snapfizzle thought they saw a cat, but turns out it's just a two-legged object that looked like one. Big Storm has more energy than she knows what to do with at the moment. Rocky Pelt enjoys the morph of New Leaf. Slipped On daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Stanley is looking forward to finding more prey. Magpie Freckles relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Let's do some mediating because JayClan is full of haters. Let's do you and you. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, in a previous run, Echo murdered Oliver. It's not even that big. Splinter Cave is tidying up camp. Sadly, there is only one mediator to work with right now. Tidying up camp. Silently judges a clanmate from afar. Mantis Breeze almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Timmy decides to try a new herb as treatment for an injury. Septa saw kitty pets playing for colorful moss balls. Waspstar is sharing tongues with Big Storm. Well then, patrol time. Yeah, after Chasm Paw, we're gonna probably look for mediators. Burn Paw can got a Frozen Shadow. Hello, Massive Eagle Nest. We look at the other animals. We see sparrows nipping in and out of the nest, tiny things woven into the eagle one. It's an opportunity to observe the side of the birds that Burn Paw never expected to see, to learn their body language and watch them with their chicks. I've never seen if this patrol actually results in us hunting birds, by the way, so that's why I proceeded, but if it does, oops. Mist Call can out with Blue Muzzle and Tumble Ram. Something for hunting. Get a bunch of prey. Let's do a solo. Never mind. We'll do a solo next time. Rockpaw admits she had a vision. Talk to her about it. Hello, Galaxy Clan Scent. Found a lost apprentice. Well, Galaxy Clan has a lot of apprentices. So that makes sense. Thank you for guiding them home. Skip Paw can go with Stanley. And bring along Glade Streak. Hello, Hornet Clan apprentice at the border. I'm not going to proceed on that, mostly because I don't want to do more editing. Fickle Paw can go out with Waspstar. We can bring along Mom, too. Hello, Rabbit. Rabbit had too great of a head start. Let's do a big one. So, Snapfizzle can go out with Stepdust, Rocky Pelt, Branch Muzzle, and Barkstorm, and Sleepy Gal. Stepdust admits that he doesn't think he's a good deputy. The patrol secretly agrees with him. It's a very awkward training session. Oh no! That's not good at all. Black Claw, Tulip Speckle, Big Storm. Hater Clan, yeah! I told you it's Hater Clan. Big Storm waggles her haunches and dares Black Claw and Tulip Speckle to come at her. The free cats tussle until Black Claw distracts Big Storm with Sheave Strike to her ear, and Tulip Speckle pins her down. They congratulate each other as they head back to camp. Love that. Vervainclaw can go out with Echo Stone. New practice fighting techniques. Echo Stone takes charge and coordinates exercises for the duo. Crooked Ripple can go with Larksnarf. We see Mouse. We miss the Mouse. Good job. Splinter can go out Burdock. We get Burdock. Good job. And Plantain. Timmy and Mantis. Mantis tells Timmy about the dream he had last night. Timmy's eyes go wide, fur puffing up, and tells Mantis Breeze that his dream is warning of death and destruction, thoroughly freaking Mantis Breeze out and bringing unease to patrol. Fun. Love that. Also adds in about 30 seconds. Apparently. And, time skip. Let's see if we find Chasmpaw. We didn't find Chasmpaw, and there's births or deaths. Oh boy. It's so long. Skipfluss small cut has healed up nicely. Ketlinger small cut has healed up nicely. Rocky Pelt no longer has a stomach ache. Magpie Freckle was fighting with someone from Galaxy Clan. The Mediator, the only Mediator, is fighting with someone from Galaxy Clan. And then got a running nose. There's ads right now. I'm gonna hydrate before I dihydrate. Tulip Speckle tossed a snake out of camp before it could bite someone. Mantis Breeze accidentally trespassed on the Moss Clan territory. Larkstar small cut is no longer bothering her. Branch Muzzle has a running nose. Barkstorm was arguing borderline fighting with a loner named Ike. Hello, Ike. Strange Dreamer Loner. Oh. Stanley died to their bee sting. They just came out. Stanley wants to comfort a clanmate who is grieving over them. That's homophobic, Clan Jen. Transphobic. Blackclaw was touching noses with Falcon from Hornet Clan. Froststripe recovered from White Cough. Skippaw's small cut is no longer bothering her. Skip Web has been named, honoring her valor. Burnpaw has been named Burntail in honor of her skill. Ficklepaw believes that he is part of a new prophecy. Okay, leader's son. Skykit picks up some flowers around the camp to bring back to the Medicine Cat Den. That's really cute. Bonekit has a running nose. And rest in peace, Stanley. Well then, let's look for Chasmpaw again. Waspstar had a nice chat with a cat from another clan at the border. Stepdust is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Timmy is picking the burrs from their pelt. Mantis Breeze is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Wild Beam gives herbs to an injured loner. Splinter Cave thinks about Star Clan. Magpie Freckle is playing a prank on Crooked Ripple. We are the only mediator, and this clan is Hater Clan. Let's see. Rocky Pelt and Calamari, because, you guys see that? Do you guys see this? Yeah, when I say we're Hater Clan, there's a reason for that. Slipdon had the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. Rocky Pelt tries to set a good example for younger cats. Big Storm envies the deputy's position. Snapfizzle is sparring with some clanmates. Furled wants to critique Blue Muzzle's fighting techniques. Branch Muzzle wishes she had wings so she could catch birds. Missile Leaf saw a T-Leg petting a loner. Echo-Stone thinks Ficklepaw will make a fine warrior. Apparently, he thinks he's part of a prophecy. Tulip Speckle is bounding for the territory, scaring off all the prey. Vervainclaw teases Burnpot endlessly, probably about the new name. Larksnarf tries to set a good example for younger cats. Tumbleram plans to visit the medicine cat. Squirrelcrest is relieved that Leaf Bear is finally over. Barkstorm purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Blue Muzzle is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Frozen Shadow can't keep up with Skip Fluff. Glade Streak cowers in her nest during a particularly rough storm. Miss Call wishes she had wings so she could catch birds easier. Blackclaw had a nice traffic kitty pet. Sleepy Gale wants to visit the elders to hear a story. Crooked Ripple knows he's a shoo-in for deputy, well, you need an apprentice first and you're only 14 moons old, so maybe slow down a little. Frost Stripe saw a pair of T-Legs in our camp. Skip Webb just got named. You are 11 moons old. You're adventurous and a good teacher. I like the name. And then Burntail is fierce and a good swimmer. Also just got named. Wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Rockpaw pretends to be busy. Ficklepaw almost choked on his prey. Skip Fluff misses going on border patrol. You were a medicine cat. Kellinger is snoring in his sleep. Cloudspot saw a pair of T-Legs in our camp today. Oliver insists the warriors eat before her. Calamari is snoring loudly in his sleep. Air Dancer is feeling cooped up in camp. Cave Kit is fetching Blue Muzzle for another cat that was looking for him. Shard Kit feels a sense of dread. Sky Kit is bigger now, and Sky Kit is so pretty. Sky Kit is asking Ketlinger what it's like to be old, though. Very rude, baby. Very pretty. And then Bone Kit woke up on the wrong side of the nest, also a very pretty kitty. And then Snail Kit has taken up the role of guarding the fresh kill pile from cats wanting an extra piece and is taking her job very seriously. Also very cute. Very snail-like. She's got the shell. And, patrol time. Let's send you out with Dad. That's so cute. I love that art. Settling down, Waspstar asks after how Ficklepaw is finding his training. They spend a lovely afternoon chatting, quality time that's been so rare since Ficklepaw became a paw. You guys hang out all the time. You are his mentor. Not that Waspstar regrets that, of course. Ficklepaw is going to be a wonderful warrior. Glade Streak can go with Larksnarf and Blue Muzzle. And let's bring along Frost Stripe. Tempt to eat the prey. Resist temptation. Good job. Slipped on. Let's send you out with Sleepy Gale and Snapthistle. Nice spot to sun. Make sure everyone gets a good basking spot. Branch Muzzle, Crooked Ripple, Rockpaw, and Squirrel Crest. Hello, Borderlines. Get a mouse. Good job, Rockpaw. Frozen Shadow, Burntail, Rocky Pelt. Hello, Shrew. We get it. Tumbleram, Echo-Stone, Vervainclaw, and Barkstorm. There's a dog chasing a cat. I'm gonna pretend we didn't see that, mostly because I don't want to get another cat to join the clan. JayClan's big, guys. Furled, Skipweb, and Tulip Speckle can go out. We can do Step Solo. Okay, this is gonna be someone ancient. It's not gonna matter much. Hello, Darcy. Where is Darcy? Hello. Yeah, 184 moons old. He is daring, helpful insight, good hunter. He has head damage. He's probably not going to survive, gonna be honest. He is cool looking, though. Darcy is immortal out of spite. I love all the different things you guys are naming that has Darcy's in it. Is Darcy a Winx Club character too? Am I thinking of a right character? Black Claw, Mistcall, and Big Storm. Vision from StarClan. Also, Step Solo. Gives Black Cloud the full benefits of her seniority. And then Solo. Step, don't die on me. Spends the entire day carefully working his way out. Yoshi. Yoshi. You're okay. There you go, buddy. Sorry about that. If you missed any of the past streams, Yoshi's heart is a little worse, so he coughs more. Timmy can go out. Looking for Tansy. Try as they might, Timmy can't quite remember the exact shape of the Tansy leaves. Oh boy. Mantis Breeze. Looking for Mallow. The weedy-looking Mallow doesn't seem to be recovering well. Oh boy. Splinter Cave. Getting Daisy? Okay, at least he got the Daisy and the Dandelion. 1 out of 3 patrols ain't the best, but you know. And let's time skip. I'm looking for you, right? Yeah, okay. Just double checking. Skip. I see Burst and Deaths again. We found Chasm Paw. Ketlinger got rejected by Skip Fluff. Snap Thistle and Vervainclaw found a single kitten. Hopefully it's just that. Calamari's tail is healed well and then slipped on some rocks and dislocated his leg. Oh boy. Magpie Freckle's running nose has finally stopped running. Magpie Freckle has gotten heat stroke. Mantis Breeze will love Twig Bark but has decided to move on. No, Twig Bark's gonna come back, don't worry. Running Nose has stopped running. Black Claw has heat exhaustion. Frost Stripe was playing with Eli. Skipweb has gotten a stomach ache. Rock Paw has been named Rock Hawk and is celebrated for adaptability. I love that name. Chasm Paw went for a long walk this morning deep in thought. Miss O'Leaf recovered from birthing her litter. Shard Kit has a stomach ache. And Snail Kit has heat exhaustion. That's not good at all. And yeah, we're gonna go look for a mediator. Hello. Please find. Rockhawk might sound familiar because it sounds a lot like Rocklock from My Hero. But if there is a Rockhawk, let me know. Waspstar is picking the burrs from his pelt. Stepdust is assigning cats to the hunting patrol. Timmy is checking up on the warriors. Mantis Breeze sleeps in the middle of the clearing. Yeah, Two Legs took a bunch of cats. Wildbing gives herbs to an injured loner. Splinter Cave can't keep up with Cougar Kit. There's a Cougar Kit. We're gonna have to rename them, but I guess that's the baby they adopted. Magpie Freckle saw a kitty pet sitting next to a dog, and you're 6, so I can't even mediate. Slipdog correctly recognizes Squirrel Crest by the thumps of her paw pads alone. Rocky Pelt sharpens his claws. Big Storm evaluates how she's going to sharpen up her battle skills. Snapfizzle got startled by a squirrel. Furled is chattering at the birds in the trees above. Branchmuzzle can't find Frozen Shadow anywhere. Missile Leaf is talking to herself. Echostone reminisces about the time spent in her lost home. Tulip Speckle plays Moss Ball with Shard Kit. Vervainclaw enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Larksnarf is on a walk. Tumbleram took an extra piece of fresh kill from the pile without anyone noticing. Squirrelcrest is wondering if it's too late to become a mediator. There's about ads in about 1 minute. And I'm starting to think I set the timer for being too fast. So sorry about that for this stream. I might have misclicked. Barkstorm doesn't want to go on Dusk Patrol. Blue Muzzle is eavesdropping on Missed Call. Frozen Shadow saw a yappy little dog. Glade Shriek is debating swimming. Missed Call is helping to escort the medicine cat. Before I forget, I'm just going to send you out with a medicine cat, because I'm going to forget. We're getting Moss. Good job. Spending time with Air Dancer. Pretending to be a big evil warrior for Sky Kit. Happy to inspire you. There's ads right now. Crooked Ripple is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Froststripe is eavesdropping on Darcy. Skipweb sharpens her claws. Skipweb and that litter are now big. Burntail has been waiting for a war to be declared. Okay, Burntail. I mean, it might happen. We'll see. Rockhawk is worried Oliver is overworking herself. She's nervous, a great climber with steady paws. Ficklepaw is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Chasmpaw tries to do too much at once and defeatedly asks Bonekit for help. If you had a different mentor before that is still in clan, I don't remember. So this is fine. Darcy wants to get to know Timmy better. Skipfluff saw a yappy little dog. Kettlinger misses how his two legs kept their den at a comfy temperature at all times. Cloud's boss is soothing presence in the clan. Oliver somehow has a gaggle of kids following her. That's adorable. Calamari tells another story about himself. Air Dancer is assisting at camp cleanup. Hi, Quasar. Cave Kit is talking to herself. Shard Kit can't get anything done with this heat. Sky Kit is playing a prank on Bone Kit. Bone Kit is buzzing after swallowing a cicada. Snail Kit wonders if Star Clan has given Splinter Cave any prophecies. And you have heat exhaustion, please be okay. And Cougar Kit, who we're gonna rename, snuggles up to the belly of Snapfizzle. I'm gonna double check the full name, but I might just make this Puma Kit just to be... Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna change it to be Puma Kit for, convenience. Not trying to stream a long time today. Let's send you out with Vervainclaw. I don't know if that was your mentor before, but it is now. Looking for something to disguise their scent. Can't think of anything, but the hunt goes well regardless. Crooked Ripple can go out with Squirrelcrest and Waspstar and bring along Ficklepaw. Are we gonna get another old person? Nope, Crooked Ripple got a broken jaw. Great job. No, not the Crooked Cat getting a broken jaw. Don't make him canon. That's sad. Also, sorry for the later stream where I am. It's only 4 p.m. Barkstorm can go Tulip Speckle and Slipped On. Hello, Patrol. There's a badger. Slipton tells the patrol to continue on, hops over the border to walk to Viper Clan's camp. She's greeted by the camp entrance with bristled fur, angry hisses, and the leader demanding to know what she's doing there. Is it Waspstar at this point? She explains the situation with her smooth talking skills, manages to convince the cats of her good intentions. The leader thanks her and orders a patrol to escort her back to the border. If it is Waspstar, both Waspstar and Slipdawn are deaf. So that's cool. Tumble Ram got Missile Leaf and Frost Stripe. Fat Rabbit on the other side of the Galaxy Clan border. About to leap for the rabbit, but Tumble Ram grabs her by the scruff and pulls her back. We see a group of Galaxy Clan cats that just came into view. Good thing Tumble Ram stopped them before they could blatantly trespass in full view of the other clan. Good job. Let's do a random solo. Oh boy. Stunned for a moment, Eckerstone is nearly caught in the teeth of the first rogue, but she manages to escape with her superior knowledge of the rocky terrain. Frozen Shadow, Big Storm, Rocky Pelt. 2-on-1 fighting. He and Big Storm team up against Frozen Shadow. They rarely see their clanmate come alive the way he does in the fight. Big Storm and Rocky Pelt circle Frozen Shadow, but they can't catch him off guard. Eventually, Big Storm makes a hasty move, and Frozen Shadow pins her. Ooh, fun. Let's do another random solo. Glade Streak. Tempt to eat the prey. Resist temptation. Let's send out Timmy with someone. Step Dusk. We're going to the grave area. Oh, Step Dusk stepped on a thorn. Someone mentioned the Dark Forest. I don't want to look at them, like, too much, but we can glance at everyone. Cleans a wound after an argument turned to bloodshed. Sharpening claws, wondering if everything was really worth it. Begging a shadowy cat for mercy, oh boy. Wants to make her old leader pay for exiling her. Fun! Burned Tail can go with Lark Snarf and Branch Muzzle. I'm gonna pretend we didn't see that. Blue Muzzle, Furled, Rock Hawk, and Snap Thistle. Eat the Prey. He thinks he got away with it, but Blue Muzzle arrives back in camp. Another patrol member pulls Step Dusk aside for a quiet word, glaring back at Blue Muzzle, and Blue Muzzle has to dig a dirt place. Skip Web and Sleepy Gill. We're looking for Calypso now because we need Mediators back. Hello, Badger Set. Sleepy Gale, be more careful, please. At least no one was hurt. And then Splinter Cave. Looking for Bettany. Good job. Also got Goldenrod. And time skip. We didn't find Calypso. Guys, it's been a long time coming, apparently. Skip Fluff and Oliver have become mates. And then Skip Fluff got fleas. Big Storm overdid her last sparring session and sprained a paw. Snap Thistle was trying to fluff up their nest and found a thorn. Step Dusk Small Cut is no longer bothering him. Oh! Guys, sorry, I know it's been a long time coming, but, sadly, Oliver and Skip Fluff have broken up. And then Oliver wasn't looking where she was going and tripped on a small trunk. Magpie Freckle no longer has heat exhaustion. Lark Snarf was touching noses with Falcon from Hornet Clan. Branch Muzzle was bitten by a snake but miraculously survived. Okay, congrats for being... Never mind. Wildbeam's tail is healed well. Black Claw's heat exhaustion has evaded. Frost Stripe has gotten heat exhaustion. Skip Web's stomachache is left. Fickle Paw is now known as Fickle Crackle, honoring his commitment. Shard Kit is glad that her stomach ache is finally gone. Bone Kit's running nose is gone, and Snail Kit has recovered from heat exhaustion. Waspstar turns away without saying a word when a clanmate vents to him. Before I forget, let me try to look for Calypso again. Actually, since we have a lot of mediators, let's rotate which mediator we're looking for. So we're looking for Silt this moon. Always makes a plan before launching into action. Fetching Glade Streak for another cat that was looking for her. Wondering what the inside of what living with 2 legs must be like. Wild Beam is feeling a bit ill. We could do a Wasp solo this moon. Splinter Cave steals catmint from a 2-leg garden. Magpie Freckle enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Also, let's mediate someone. Let's see. Off my list, let's do you and... Is it you? Yeah. Yeah, it's you. Mediate. Didn't really help much. Slipdawn is making sure she's done all her daily duties. Rocky Pelt guards camp. Big Storm missed a catch and is still sulking. Snapfistle is keeping an eye on some rowdy kits. Furled is feeling content. Branch Muzzle is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Missile Leaf is telling the kits about her days as a loner. Echo Stones tries to set a good example for younger cats. Tulip Speckle wonders how Sleepy Gale is doing. Vervain Claw is causing problems. Please, we have enough of those. Larksnarf is finding the buzzing cicadas annoying. Tumbleram tries to set a good example for younger cats. Scrollcrest helps out around camp in between her duties. Barkstorm is thinking about a strange 2-leg object he saw recently. Sorry, Stacy's brother just started playing and it's... My brain just went, ooh, Stacy's brother. Blue Muzzle wishes he had wings so he could catch birds easier. That's illegal. Frozen Shadow saw a big scary dog today. Glade Streak is humming a tune she heard in her 2-leg place. Mist Call is staring intently at a wall. Yeah, my cats do that too, Mist Call. It's Stacy's brother by Mad Sci. So it's not just a parody of Stacy's mom. It's like, there's something I gotta tell her. I'm in love with Stacy's brother. Like that type of vibe. Sleepy Gale is on a walk in the territory. Crooked Ripple is running what living with 2 legs must be like. Froststripe is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Skipweb is itching to run, run, run. Burntail has been waiting to... Girl! You are just manifesting a war, I swear. Rockhawk cowers in her nest during a particularly rough storm. Fickle Crackle, who also has their adult sprite, almost choked on his prey. He ended up being a strict camp keeper. Congratulations on your full name. Chasmpaw believes she can do well today. You're probably getting named next moon. You're insecure, confident with words. Darcy wants to spend time alone today. Skip Fluff is telling stories to epic battles. I'm so surprised you got a mate and then immediately broke up. Kettlinger is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Cloudspot saw a 2-leg kit playing with a kitty pet. Oliver can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Calamari, just not his day. Air Dancers recounting the daring expeditions for the younger cats. Cave Kit is feeling sassy. Shard Kit is watching the sky for hawks. Skykit is sneakily nipping at Rocky Pelt and running away. Bonekit wonders how Vervainclaw is doing. Snailkit is debating swimming to cool down. You're a little baby, please don't do that yet. And Pumakit feels the sense of dread. Oh boy. Who is your, in-game parent? Their name is Stone. Hello. You're a tortie. You're very pretty. But, patrol time. We said solo Wasp. Wanting time to explore. Heads off to map out a field of boulders he's always found confusing. Hunting, fighting, driving off predators. It all requires knowledge of his home turf. Then, to balance that out, let's send out Chasmpaw, Vervainclaw, and then bring along Fickle. Unfamiliar scent. Trespassing rogue, Fickle Crackle confronts them. He listens to the rogue stutter out an explanation and a quick apology, unimpressed and confident in his own strength. Love that for him. Frozen Shadow, Glade Streak, Step Dust. I'm doing a big patrol because we have a lot of cats. Skipweb, Tumble Ram, and Rocky Pelt. Ghost Stories. Despite the tense mood, the patrol is successful. Let's send out Timmy with someone. Sleepy Gale. The Burial Grounds. There's about to be ads, by the way. They get Rosemary. Missile Leaf can go out with Wild Beam. Missile Leaf seems more quiet than usual. Asks Wild Beam the teacher more about the nature of StarClan. Eventually relents and begins teaching Missile Leaf more about StarClan and the nature of prophecies. Missile Leaf takes to it quickly, marveling at her ancestors. She attempts to bug Wild Beam about any recent prophecies, but Wild Beam only laughs and gets the patrol back on track for herbs. We could do solo Wild next time. It's probably not going to be too interesting because she's a medicine cat. Splinter and Squirrel. The twinsies, I guess. Think about what legacy she would have. Spend the time in the patrol discussing how to StarClan the end of their life did not mean it was the true end. We could do a few solos. I don't want to do specifically Border because I don't want to, like, run into new cats that join. Echo Stone can go out, thinking about a dream. Definitely distracts her from her training. Uses the time by herself to put her thoughts in order. A sign from her ancestors. Then Barkstorm. There's a squirrel. And then Snapthistle. Don't die. I said don't die! I love Snapthistle. I'm sad. They just got Pumakit. Missed Call, Rawcock, Tulip Speckle. Are we stealing a rabbit? Yes. Blue Muzzle, Slipped On, Black Claw. Don't die. Thank you. Furled, Burntail, and Larksnarf. Don't poison the clan, please. Thank you. Of course, it was Larksnarf that caught it. Mantis. They're babies, but we're so, like, overpopulated. I'm gonna pretend we didn't hear that because we're on free pages of cats. We got Silttooth. Silttooth came back. Calypso was also found. Oh, we didn't even have to look for him. Skip, Fluff, and Oliver got back together. Yeah, mass extinctions are on. Also, this is really long. I see births and deaths. It might just be about Snap, but we'll see. Oh. Kettlinger watches impassively as Magpie Freckle struggles in a two-leg trap, waiting till she slowly stops moving before leaving the area? Excuse me? Kettlinger? Well, now I guess I can mark off anything that had to mediate Magpie with, which Kettlinger was on that list, by the way. Give me a second while I grieve silently. There's so many cats on this list. I have to point out that Kettlinger also doesn't like Calypso. Please don't murder all of our mediators. There is one more mediator out there, yes. Rocky Pelt has fleas, guys, and Calamari no longer has a dislocated joint. Oliver has a stomach ache. Blue Muzzle has a splinter. Sleepy Gal slipped on some rocks and dislocated her leg. Froststripe rolls around dazedly in her sleep. She has heat stroke now. Splinter Cave was touching noses with Noodlefly. Hello, Noodlefly. We love Noodlefly here. Chasm Paw has been in Chasm Bubble in honor of her wisdom. Love that. Puma Kit has heat exhaustion. Oh no. Air Dancer is rocked by the loss of Snapfizzle. All those memories and shared moments are now burdens that she must carry alone. Stepdust can only spend a moment at Snapfizzle Vigil. Vervainclaw stares dully at Snapfizzle. The world fading from awareness as she tries to comprehend their death. Barkstorm wails when they see the body of Snapfizzle. Man, everyone loves Snap. It doesn't feel real. Calypso stares at Magpie Freckle's body blankly, wanting the horrible nightmare to end. Snapfizzle and Magpie Freckle have died. Yeah, we couldn't mediate Magpie and Kettlinger herself. Well then, I'm gonna remember to look for Fumble, because that's another mediator that we have. Waspstar wants to go on patrol. Stepdust is giving advice to Skip Fluff. Timmy is listening to stories about Koala. Mantis Breeze saw Kitty Pat with no fur at all. Wildbeam is happy she chose life as a medicine cat. Splinter Cave plans to go out gathering herbs today. 1 second. I'm gonna hydrate because clearly everyone is dehydrating. Calypso is grieving, so also I need to make you a mediator. Doing some apprentice tasks around camp, trying to help lighten the load. You're still grieving. And then Silt also came back, and I need to make you a mediator again. You're guarding camp. You can mediate someone. Hey Kettlinger, how much do you dislike Calypso? That's a decent amount. I'm gonna mediate that just in case. That did not go down. And then Slipped On, trying to set a good example. Yeah, Magpie Freckle was Gorsefroat's mate. Rocky Pelt trying to set a good example. Big Storm can't stand the sight of Snapfizzle's body in camp. I'm sad. Furled wants to compliment Gladestreak's fighting techniques. Branch Muzzle is feeling a bit anxious after having been around so many cats at the gathering. Missile Leaf tries to set a good example for younger cats. Ecclestone found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Tulipsuckle can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Vervain Claw still needs Magpie Freckle even though they're gone. That's sad. And you're missing Snapfistle. You're missing both of them. Larksnarf still needs Snapfistle even though they're gone. Tumbleram is spreading rumors about his clanmates. Don't be rude. Squirrelcrest is sparring. Barkstorm wants to go hunt. Blue Muzzle wonders if he would be better as a meat-eater. Frozen Shadow wants to visit the elders to hear a story. Gladestreak cows are a nest during a particularly rough storm. Miss Call is wondering what the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Black Claw is hoping Cloud Spots will tell her a new story. Sleepy Gal wonders what Calamari is up to. Crooked Ripple envies the deputy position. You really have those goals, huh? Okay, if you do become leader, there is a chance that we could get a crooked star with a broken jaw. Clan Jen, you're not funny. Froststripe wonders what Miss Call is up to. Skipweb wants to go on a patrol. Burntail is showing off her battle moves. Burntail craves violence. Rockhawk thought she saw a cat, but just a two-legged object that looked like one. Fickle Crackle wonders if StarClan has given Mantis Breeze any prophecies lately. Chasm Bubble fakes it till she makes it. You are insecure and a great speaker. So I like the name Chasm Bubble. I thought it was cute. Darcy is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Skip Fluff is asking Oliver an important question. Are you sure we should be together, Oliver? Do you think maybe we should break up? I swear if they break up next moon, I'm going to laugh. Ketlinger is recounting daring expeditions for younger cats. Oh yeah, is it watching Magpie Freckle die? Oh my... Love Skip Fluff. Like... There's some dislike for Calypso and Waspstar. A little bit for Gladestreak. There's a couple little ones here and there. And then for Magpie... That's sad. For Magpie... It wasn't even that high of a dislike! Ketlinger, you scare me. Cloudspots seems to know everything about JayClan's history. Oliver offers advice to cats that need it. Calamari hopes his legacy will continue on after his death. Air Dancer is finding Furled annoying. Cave Kit tries to sneak out of camp. Shard Kit is batting pebbles across the camp clearing. You're gonna be apprentices next moon. Sky Kit is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Bone Kit wonders about the unknown. Snail Kit is mad no one listens to her. Puma Kit still needs Snapfistle even though they're gone. Sadness. Okay, someone said Wild Beam alone. Juniper Tree? Seems to have forgotten where to find a Juniper Tree. Air Dancer and Calamari can indeed still have kits. I want to send out the siblings, just on their own now. Are you gonna eat prey? Resist temptation, good job. It didn't go bad this time. It's because I didn't sing the sibling song. You know you're tempting fate, but please one solo. Okay. Black Claw. Ate prey and people could tell. Let's do a big one. Blue Muzzle, Tulip Speckle, Furled, Rockhawk, Larksnarf, Ecclestone. It's rare to get the chance to have a full training patrol of warriors. Not rare at all, you have too many cats. Larksnarf doesn't care what the patrol does. She's keen to use the opportunity to slightly different aim. As they all train, Larksnarf checks in with her fellow warriors, stiffly casual, asking about their lives, and impressing impressing on them with the need for clan loyalty. The rest of the patrol takes it as an insult. Yoshi. Yoshi. It's okay. Oh boy, Larksnarf. And then let's do 2 cats? Let's do 5 cats. Glade Streak, Frozen Shadow, Squirrel Crest, Missile Leaf, and Waspstar. What direction does he want to take this training patrol? Glade Streak might be keen on practicing or tracking, but Waspstar has no time for that on his agenda. He constructed a thorough list of battle moves that his clanmates have been performing badly at, and it takes priority over whatever Glade Streak wants. Glade Streak concedes, and her lashing tail the only sign of her irritation. Oh boy. Adds in about 1 minute. Let's send someone out with Splinter Cave. Burntail. Talking about the legacy. Splinter Cave attempts to soothe Burntail's worries, but nothing seems to stick. Oh boy. And leaves him alone to fruitlessly hunt for herbs. And then Skipweb can go with Mist Call, Tumble Ram, and Rocky Pelt. Nice spot the sun. Feels great, and have a successful training session. And then let's send out Slip with one of the medicine cats, Timmy. More about the nature of StarClan. Telling her about it. Good job. And then Mantis can go out. We're getting moss. Mouse dung, something dug up the moss. And I think there's ads right now. I'm gonna hydrate because I predict some dehydrating. No bursts or deaths. We didn't find Fumble Tingle. Skip Fluff has gotten rid of her fleas. Cloud Spots is seen touching noses with someone from Hornet Clan. Rocky Pelt got rid of fleas. Big Storm Sprain is healed. Oliver no longer has a stomach ache. Vervain Claw is no longer grieving. Branch Muzzle is healed from the snake bite. Wild Beam tossed out another snake. Barkstorm is no longer grieving. Blue Muzzle's small cut is no longer bothering him. Frost Stripe recovered from Heat Strike. Burntail slipped on some rocks, dislocated her leg. Rockhawk was also touching noses with someone from Hornet Clan. It's Pool. Missile Leaf has White Cough. Cave Paw has been made an apprentice. We don't know the mentor. Mistook a hare for a rabbit while hunting and her eyes were scratched. A valuable lesson learned. I think that can make Cave Paw blind. Shardpaw's apprenticed to Glade Streak. She hopes she'll be a cool mentor and won't assign boring tasks, anything but gathering moss or tick duty. And Mistlepaw's proud, giving Shardpaw rye stalks. And Puma Kit survived from heat exhaustion. Well then. I'm gonna look for Fumble Tingle one more time, but if we don't find Fumble Tingle, I'll look for some of the other cats, like, is it just Twig Bark? And Garlic Fall. I'll look for Twig Bark or Garlic Fall. I forgot to look at everyone's status. Not looking forward to the sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Stepdust wants to go on patrol, but you're still grieving. Timmy's getting some looks after speaking out of turn at a clan meeting. Frida was also in clan, yes. Honestly, Frida being lost is probably for a better... probably for the better, because Frida has red cough. let me just look at everyone who's lost right now. You're missing Sky Kit? Did you meet Sky Kit? Yeah. Frida is 109 moons old, and he has red cough. So honestly, Frida being lost is probably for the better. I'm gonna be honest. Because it takes like 50 moons to recover from red cough, but it would be really funny if Frida, like, recovered while lost, and then, like, 50 moons later, we get Frida back. Garlic Fall is missing Vervain Claw. Twigbark wonders if he will even find his way home. Okay. Patrol time. No, go back to looking at everyone. Guys, I can remember what we're doing. Mantis Reed sleeps in the middle of the clearing. While Bame saw some kitty pets playing colorful moss balls. Splinter Cave saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Calypso saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. Please, I know you're sad and grieving, but I need more mediators. Silttooth is mediating a small disagreement between two clanmates. Let's mediate you two. 'Cause... You guys see this? You guys see that? Hater clan. It failed, by the way. Everything bad went up and everything good went down. Slipped On saw a big scary dog today. Rocky Pelt is humming a tune he heard near Two Leg Place. Big Storm feels inadequate about being nothing more than an ordinary warrior. Sad. Purring softly at a clanmate taking a rash course of action. Branch Muzzle saw a pair of two legs near camp. Missile Leaf is glad it's not so hot out. Echoestone imagines how she would run the clan better. I don't want to imagine that. Tulip Speckle leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. I could do a Big and Slip patrol now that Big's back on her paws. Hater and Sad Clan, yeah. Ravenclaw is playing Moss Ball with Bone Kit. Larksnoff reported a clanmate for breaking the code, concerning. We could do a Moon of Mate patrols. Tumbleram wonders if being deputy is really so hard. So for the people asking for Big and, Slip. So there's this. There's also that. And then if you swap, obviously they're mates. And then, there's that. And then if you swip to Slipped On, there's that and that. So there is a chance for a poly. I lost where we were. I don't remember where we were. Being deputy is hard. Squirrelcrest refuses to take training seriously. Barkstorm had having a hard day. Blue Muzzle is reevaluating his morals. Frozen Shadow wants to get to know Skipfluff better. Gladestreak cowers in her nest during a rough storm. You got a new apprentice. Miss Cull wants to critique Gladestreak's fighting techniques. Blackclaw spending time with Cloud Spots. Sleepy Gill is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Crooked Ripple is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Froststripe daydreams about being a warrior in Leopard Clan. Skipweb somehow got roped into watching Bone Kit for the day. Burntail is roped into playing Moss Ball with the kits. Rockhawk got scared by a mouse. Fickle Crackle chats with Timmy about what it's like to be a medicine cat. Chasm Bubble is glad it's not so hot out. Cave Boss still has damaged eyes. Your mentor is Rockhawk. I wonder if he became careful after getting the injury. Shardpaw is clawing up moss for fun. You're bloodthirsty. Fun. And you're apprentice to Gladestreak. Okay, Gladestreak's insecure. Fun. Darcy is enjoying the warm sun. Skipfluff can't keep up with Sleepy Gale. Ketlinger thinks every cat should practice their hunting crouch more. Cloudspots is finding Ketlinger annoying. Cave got apprenticed to Rockhawk. Oliver is chattering at the birds in the trees above. Calamari got lost outside camp for a bit today. Air Dancer saw a kitty pet, the fluffiest fur imaginable. Sky Kit is regretting eating the bug that he caught. He's going to be an apprentice next moon. Bone Kit is hiding in the nursery. And Snail Kit is leaping into a pile of fallen leaves. Pumakit is calling a clan meeting before Kettlinger rudely interrupts her. Kettlinger, leave her alone. Okay, let's do Wasp, Slip, and Big. Let's just send them all out. We see a shrew. Big Storm gets it. And then everyone else that has a mate currently. Larksnarf starts up a conversation about the herbs, and Wildbeam launches into the usual spiel, excited that she actually listens and making her heart feel lighter. Cute. So, Rocky Pelt and Tulip Speckle. Trying to find something for the fresh kill. Are you gonna get stuck in a storm? Yep. No one died, though. I don't know if we have more mates. We have an apprentice and a mentor, though. I think that's the last of the mates that are actually able to patrol. We see a mouse. We get it. Someone mentioned solos, so Mist can go out. Solo hunting. Not Mistcall's lucky day. Blue muzzle. Swarm with 2 legs. Immediately turns and heads back to home to report this. Thank you. If I remember correctly, Step likes a million cats in clan. Likes Air Dancer, likes Slipped On, likes Mantis Breeze. Likes Garlic Fall. That might be it. Yeah, there's a lot of them. One more solo. Branch Muzzle. Going out to the mountains. Maps out a field of boulders. And then to contrast that, let's do 6. Scrollcrest, Rockhawk, Blackclaw, Froststripe, Barkstorm, and Furled. Rogues! Oh god! The rogues are terrifyingly coordinated and use the patrol's shock and confusion against them. The patrol cats are picked off one by one, and only a couple manage to escape the slaughter. Scrollcrest died, Rockhawk died. Now I will say, this is really sad, but I will say, Hornet Clan does have a reason to dislike JayClan because JayClan killed some Hornet Clan cats like a year or 2 back. So if this is some Hornet Clan cats specifically and not rogues, that makes sense. I'm really sad that Rockhawk died. I loved Rockhawk's name. And Scrollcrest's life was just so sad. That being said, because I think this is specifically Hornet Clan or Hornet Clan, offshoot cats, I'm gonna provoke Hornet Clan. I'm sad. I'm gonna look at who Cave's new mentor is. It's now Skipweb. That's another very young mentor. Rhymegrass was killed by Glade Streak and Frozen Shadow. Yeah, that. And I will remember to look for lost cats. Already looking for Fumble. And we got more patrols to do, so let's send out 2 cats, 3 cats, whatever. 1, Frozen Shadow and Fickle Crackle. We see a fish. Carefully walks up, gets it. And then Skipweb can go out with Tumbleram and Vervainclaw. There's a rabbit. Oh boy. Promptly trips over a rock, the rabbit hops away before sheepishly picks herself up before noticing the ViperClan cat watching her from the other side of the border. The other cat knows exactly what Skipweb was trying to do and turns away to report it to their leader. Let's send out Chasm Bubble with Mantis. We're going for Moss. Mouse Dung. Echo Stone, you can go out with Splinter. Barrow Grounds, but Echo Stone stepped on a thorn. And then Timmy gets Daisy and Dandelion. Great. We're only halfway through the year, guys. This clan is a disaster. Knowing how Hornet Clan values strength in battle, Waspstar weaves some innocent remarks about how mouse-hearted Hornet Clan's newest apprentices seem. Hornet Clan's leader's claws slide out. Hornet Clan's relations worsened. We didn't find Fumble Tangle. Waspstar's a running nose. You okay, Yoshi? Give me a second to find where Yoshi is, guys. Be right back. Yoshi's fine. Air Dancer, always feel her grief. Same with Stepdusk. Oh, Twigbark died. I left you guys on a screen that said Twigbark died. I'm so sorry. I'm sad. Calypso is no longer grieving. Frozen Shadow is a victim of a prank. Echostone's small cut is no longer bothering her. And then got a stomach ache. There's ads right now, sorry. Miss Claw has gotten white cough. Sleepy Gale's recovered from dislocated joint. Crooked Ripple died from a broken jaw. That's so sad. The game just had to be funny and give you a broken jaw like Crooked Star, huh? Hydrate before you dehydrate, I guess. Skypaw is apprenticed to Fickle Crackle, young mentor. Waspstar, I see your bias. Bonepaw is apprenticed to Echostone. That doesn't really make sense because adopted, that's just the in-game parent. Snailpaw has become an apprentice to someone. Darcy's head finally feels better. Pumakit fell into a river but was saved by Vervainclaw. Also, Darcy didn't die of the head damage. Larksnar feels like the loss of Twigbark has torn part of her heart out. Bitterness and rage floods her as Twigbark's life is recalled at the vigil. She coldly turns away, and anyone who offers comfort without Twigbark, what's the point? Sad. Squirrelcrest, Rockheart, Twigbark, and Crooked Ripple. That's so sad. And Splinter Cave and Mantis Breeze are particularly shaken by grief. Yeah. Sad. That's so sad. I'm gonna look for someone. It's Garlic Fall's turn to be looked for. We're gonna loop around with Garlic Fall, and then we're gonna look for Fumble Tingle again. We're gonna leave Frida alone because Frida has red cough. We're just gonna see. Waspstar rolls his eyes when Skykit suggests sharing the prey with the other clans. Always the same, huh? Always the same. Stepdusk cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Timmy decides to try a new herb as treatment for an injury. Mantis Breeze takes part of Twigbark's nest to put with his own, clinging to the fading scent. That's so sad. Lualvin defensively states that she doesn't need any comfort about Rockhawk's death. Okay, you're sad about Rockhawk. Splinter Cave is feeling underappreciated. Calypso prays that Twigbark is safe in StarClan. Who can we try to do this again and not fail it this time? Okay, it went down a bit. That's good. Silttooth thinks Stepdusk is doing poorly as deputy. Can you guys stop hating on Stepdusk? He's trying his best. Yeah, that's a lot. Slipdawn is making sure she's done all her daily duties. Ren has the loaf sprite in game. Rocky Pelt worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Big Storm daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Ferald is craving the taste of Vol. Branch Muzzle worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Missile Leaf is having a good day. Echo Stone wants to compliment Skipweb's fighting techniques. Toespeckle wants to get to know Vervainclaw better. Vervainclaw is not looking forward to sparse hunting in Leaf Bear. Larksnarf prays that Rockhawk is safe in StarClan. Sad. Tumbleram stares at Twigbark's vigil longingly but doesn't feel the right to join in. Barkstorm didn't get enough sleep. Blue Muzzle defensively states that he doesn't need any comfort about Squirrelcrest's death. That's so sad. That's so sad. Frozen Shadow leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Glade Streak is glad it's not so hot out. Miss Call worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Blackclaw is wondering how good at swimming she really is. Sleepy Gill sleeps in Crooked Ripple's nest tonight. That's sad. Help bury Crooked Ripple, leaving his favorite prey at the grave. Skipweb is crushing leaves under her paws. Burntail stayed the longest at Rockhawk's vigil. Fickle Crackle is running with the inside of a two-legged den looks like. Chasm Bubble almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble. K-Paw wonders if Slipdawn was a good apprentice. Shardpaw has been glaring at a certain cat in camp with an odd look in her eye. Skypaw is playing a prank on Cavepaw. Also, Skypaw is troublesome, splashes and puddles, interested in clan history. You got Fickle Crackle. And then Bonepaw is gloomy. Yeah, that sums up JayClan right now. Oddly observant, apprentice to Echo Stone. And then you got Barkstorm. You're charismatic, active imagination, and you splash in puddles. You're practicing battle moves. Darcy is telling exciting tales from his youth. I'm surprised you're still here. Skipfluff hides a scrap of Crooked Ripple's fur under her nest. That's sad. Ketlinger is snoring. Cloudspot sleeps into a pile of fallen leaves. Oliver is enjoying the warm sun in the camp clearing. Calamari is chattering at the birds in the trees above. Air Dancer is recalling something that no other cat remembers anymore. Pumakit is spending time with Calamari. Oh boy. Well then, someone said Wasp solo like a long time ago. I'm just gonna... Small dog. Small, yappy, but still a dog. Waspstar peers down from the tree where the animal has pinned him, wincing in pain. He won't underestimate these ugly creatures again. Was it one of the the white scruffy dogs? Is it one of those? I think they're cute. The white crusty dogs. Vervainclaw can go with Snailpaw and Barkstorm. Actually, I kind of want to send out the new apprentices alone with their mentors. So. There's a Kia. Snailpaw screeches as the Kia screeches back. A huge explosion of noise and feathers. Later, Barkstorm tells Snailpaw that they're lucky the bird was entertained. Entertained? And then Bonepaw can go with Echo Stone. Makes a mistake, finds her huddled in camp where she sobs out a confession. She will never be ready to be a warrior. Bonepaw, you are literally just become an apprentice. Bonepaw sniffles alone for a few moments before facing her mentor. Oh boy! Oh boy! Bonepaw's eyes widen as Echo Stone stands over her with flattened ears and bristling fur. That is weakness! JayClan and more importantly, Echo Stone will not tolerate weakness. Get back to training, Bonepaw, and do not let Echo Stone see you act this way again. Yeah. I feel bad for Bonepaw. Bonepaw is gloomy. Like, this is a horrible combination. And then Skypaw can go with Fickle. I'm gonna pretend we didn't see that. Frozen Shadow. I kind of want to send you out with Glade Streak, but we'll bring along Shard Paw. Hello, Hornet Clan. Jeering at Frozen Shadow. That makes so much sense. This makes so much sense with the fact that Frozen Shadow and Glade Streak caused a death of Hornet Clan cat. I'm gonna roll if we're gonna proceed or antagonize. 1 second. We are going to just proceed. Oh, it's somehow improved. The patrol remains calm and collected, ignoring the aggression. Eventually, the Hornet Clan patrol gives up and the taunting leaves the area, deflated by the lack of reaction. And then let's send out Skipweb, Vervain Claw, and Tumble Round. Badger set. Good job. Blue Muzzle, Tulip Speckle, and Rocky Pelt. 2-on-1 fighting. Team up against Tulip Speckle. As soon as they attack, he turns tail and runs. No, she turns tail and runs. Forgot her pronouns. She explains that's what she would do if she was outnumbered in a real fight. And Rocky Pelt size. We can do Slip and Big. Neither cat steps up the teach. Branch Muzzle, Furled, and Chasm Bubble. Last time we proceeded, someone broke their jaw. And then before that, we got an Elder that I thought would die and then didn't. I'm gonna proceed, but we'll see. Magic? Hello. How old are you? Oh, I don't think you're that old, actually. Okay, you're old, but you're not, like, ancient. You're righteous, a good swimmer, you're a good fighter, you have head damage, broken jaw. He's cool. And then Frost Stripe, Sleepy Gale, and Black Claw can go out. Last Rays of Sunset. Knows exactly how to take advantage of the growing gloom. Huge amount of prey for camp. I got the magic in me. Step Dust can go out with Splinter Cave. A Dream. Splinter Cave promises Step Dust that he'll look deeper into the matter. Oh boy. Let's send out Mantis. Looking for Bettany. Hang on, has Mantis Breeze identified the Bettany correctly? Oh boy. And then Wild Beam. Gonna pretend I didn't see that. Oh, I can send out Mantis and Timmy next moon. Hello, Plantain. Isn't one of the plants that turns red and dies off in Leaf Bear. Good job. Get Plantain and Mulin. Knowing Arlek, magic is probably gonna die. You're like, considering how the year is going, maybe a little magic is needed. Garlic Fall was found. Waspstar scrapes are better. Skip Fluff was seen calmly talking to a cat from Hornet Clan. Rocky Pelt was sharing prey with a kitty pet, Noodlefly. I like Noodlefly. Stepdust got a stomach ache. Tulip Speckle was bitten by a snake but survived. Mantis Breeze shock is gone and then was seen arguing, borderline fighting with a loner named Cherry. Echo Stone no longer has a stomach ache. Miss Call's white cough is gone. Sleepy Gale has a running nose. Splinter Cave's shock is gone. Burntail's dislocated joint has been popped back into place. Missile Leaf's white cough is gone and then got a running nose. Bonepaw slipped on some rocks, and Magic drifts in and out of consciousness as an infection grows in his broken jaw. Fun. I'm also surprised no wars have happened. Watching kitty pets. Not looking forward to the sparse hunting. Thinking about taking on a new apprentice. There's like 4 of you. Mantis Breeze looks dazed. Oh. Wildbean gives herbs to injured loner. Splinter Cave recently avoided a monster on the Thunder Path by the skin of his teeth. Please be careful. Calypso leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Please help, people. Help. It did not go down. Crushing leaves. I have... One second. Looking through, like, the list of cats. There's a lot of them. Yeah. To mediate that. Did not go down at all. You guys are not proving that you aren't Hater Clan. Slipped on wishes she had wings. Illegal. Rocky Pelt tries to set a good example for younger cats. Big Storm startles Rocky Pelt to get back at him for something or other. There's ads right now. Sorry about that. Gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. Wants to get to know Fickle Crackle better. Congratulations on getting back. For all this sparring with some clanmates, Branch Muzzle tries to set a good example for younger cats. Missile Leaf is not looking forward to the sparse hunting. Echostone draws blood during battle training and coldly says it was an accident. Is that with Bonepaw? Tulip Speckle is crushing leaves under her paws. Vervainclaw tries to set a good example for younger cats. I wonder if it's for Puma Kit. Larksnarf can't find Puma Kit anywhere. Where is Puma Kit? Tumbleram brought Splinter Cave an herb to identify. If I remember correctly, Stepdust does have requited crushes. I just don't know which ones. Barkstorm wishes Snailpaw was his apprentice. What do you mean? Barkstorm, that is your apprentice. Body saw a cat, just a 2-leg object that looked like one. Frozen Shadow is craving the taste of shrew. That honestly reminds me of, like, man, look at those crazy kids over there. Parents should really control their kids. Wait a minute, those are my kids. Reminds me of, like, one of those moments. Barkstorm is basically being like, man, that's such a good apprentice. I really wish that was my apprentice. Oh, wait, that is my apprentice. Blade Shriek is feeling peckish. Mistcall is asking Skipfluff an important question. Blackclaw saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Sleepygale is craving the taste of rabbit. Froststripe can't find Oliver anywhere. Skipweb pretends to be busy. Burntail is showing off her battle moves. Really wants that ore. Fickle Crackle had a nice chat with a cat from another clan. Chasm Bubble saw a pair of 2-legs in our camp. Cavepaw had a nightmare involving the rushing river. That's concerning. Shardpaw plays a prank on Snailpaw. Skypaw is feeling excited. Bonepaw is cowering in her nest during a rough storm, has a dislocated joint, is sore, and her mentor possibly drew blood. Bonepaw is not doing good. Also, Bonepaw is nervous now instead of gloomy. Snailpaw is finding Kettlinger annoying. I also am finding Kettlinger annoying. I don't know why Kettlinger did not help Magpie. Darcy leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Darcy's living his best life. Skipfluff can't stop flexing her claws. Kettlinger is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Cloudspots is a soothing presence in the clan. Magic is sharing tongues of Burntail. You have an infection. Oliver is happy she can pass on her knowledge in a new way. Side note, if Skipfluff and Oliver have babies, those kids will be related to the Red Noise kids because Oliver is Moral Nudge's sister. So, there's that. Calamari thinks about going on a little jaunt outside camp. Air Dancer wishes she was young enough to spend the whole day exploring. Puma Kit is waiting to watch the sunrise, and apparently snuck out of camp because someone was looking for you. You're gonna be an apprentice next moon. Let's see. Branch Muzzle, Rocky Pelt, Frozen Shadow. Shrew. Narrowly misses it. I'm gonna send out Step Alone because I think someone asked for that and I think I forgot to. It's snowing. Small amount of prey. We could do Wasp with his kids. One of them has an apprentice, though, so they're gonna have to come along. Thunderpath. Good. No one died. Garlic Fall, Miss Call. I'm just gonna do Garlic Fall and Miss Call because I just think it's funny they both have Call as their name. Small dog. Calls out a battle plan and chases it off. We can do a solo. Hello, Slipped On. You guys called for a solo. If this ends bad, I'm blaming you. Thank you. Sorry for streaming so late. It's only like 5 p.m. where I am. Sleepy Girl, Black Claw, and Frost Stripe. Hunting. Nothing to disguise their scent. No prey. Another solo. Echo Stone. Scent of a mouse. Gets it. Big Storm, Shard Paw, and Glade Streak. Ancestors. Keeps the cat's minds off the sore pads. Oh, she wants me to be does. She wants me to be loved is playing. Those who know it, I can only think of that one Blue Star, Blue Fur, and Fresh, is it Fresh Pelt? That one video that exists with She Wants Me to Be Loved. Those who know it. Snailpaw and Barkstorm. Spot the sun themselves. Barkstorm smiles, inviting Snailpaw to sit down. The apprentice is a little stiff at first, unsure how to act in front of the warrior, but that's exactly what Barkstorm wants to work on here. JayClan contains cats of all ages, skills, and talents. It's important to work on being comfortable with everyone, just as important as working on respecting them. They're all JayClan after all. That's cute. See, that's how you mentor. I see that a lot of you know what that video is. Good. Blue Muzzle can go with Tumble Ram and Burntail. Next one can be a solo. Ghost Stories. Despite the tense mood, the patrol is successful. Skipweb. Overwhelmed. Forces herself to go out, but doesn't manage to accomplish anything. Okay, I'm gonna send you two out together. Okay, I'm gonna proceed on this one because it makes me sad. Oh boy, a lot of kits. Heather, Stone Kit, and Bramble Kit. Hello. Where is Heather? 6 to 8 moons old, playful, incredibly clever. You are a former loner. Pretty. And you have 2 babies. Stone Kit and Bramble Kit. Cute. We're overpopulated, but I was sad. Yeah, at least it's not a 5 to 6 litter. Ravenclaw can go out with Missile Leaf and Furled. Practice teamwork. No one steps up to teach. Splinter Cave can go out. Sniffs the clean, fresh morning air. Finds Juniper. Good job. The ragwort wildbeam finds is flowering, and the yellow flowers of the plant waft out their scent, leaving a foul taste hanging in the air. It's so bad, wildbeam almost misses the burdock plant, ready to be harvested nearby. And let's make sure we're looking for fumble. Search for. And let's go time skip. I see births and deaths. We found Fumble Tangle! Let's go! So the only one missing right now is Frida, but I don't really want to look for Frida. Because I think Frida has a better chance of surviving not in the clan. Gonna be honest. Oh god! Waspstar was mauled by dogs and lost all his lives. The leader has no lives left and has traveled to StarClan. That hurts. That was unexpected. I also wasn't ready for that. Yeah, when everyone hates Step, oh boy. That is a horrible way to go out. He had, like, all 8 lives. Like, he was missing, like, one of them. That's okay. Stepstar has become the new leader of the clan. They vow to protect their clan even at the cost of their 9 lives. We'll check out the ceremony later. That's a horrible timing. Slipdawn confessed her feelings to Calypso and they've become mates. I want to point out that I'm pretty sure Calypso liked both Slipdawn and Waspstar, but Waspstar did not like Calypso, like, at all. Anyway, Stepstar no longer has a stomach ache, but got white cough. Ravenclaw moved on from Snapthistle. Gladestreak was caught sharing prey with Noodlefly. Sleepygill's running nose is gone. Shardpaw got a stomach ache. Darcy has white cough. Pumapaw is apprenticed to Mistcall. Magic no longer has an infection. Cloudspots feels the loss of Waspstar has torn part of her heart out. In the dead of night, she wails in the sky. Chasm Bubble hides her face in Waspstar's cold fur so her clanmates can't see how hard this loss has hit her. Taking his place in StarClan. Garlic follows Deputy. Well then. I'm gonna save. And I'm gonna hydrate out of my sadness that Waspstar dehydrated. Well then, let's check out Stepstar, keeps the warrior code in mind, and let's look at your leader ceremony. Sparklemore steps forward to give Stepdusk a life for acceptance. Stepdusk looks up as Snapthistle pads towards him. Snapthistle dips his head and offers a life for grace. They can continue that his clanmates may push him to the very edge sometimes, but a leader must remain firm yet fair. A cold breeze buffets Stepdusk's fur as he watches Stemflit approach. Stemflit gives a life for trusting his instincts. She adds that it may seem easy to follow the warrior code, but the code doesn't always have the answers. Shardfall Strides forward, an energy in her steps that wasn't present in her last moments, gives a life for integrity. Hop Mallow, interesting, dips his head in greeting. Energy surges as a life for endurance. Hijikata Burst. Dips his head and offers a life for patience. She continues that his clanmates may push him to the very edge sometimes, but a leader must remain firm yet fair. Hi, High Snout. I love you, High Snout. Offers a life for mercy. She smiles and states that the clan will do well. Breathless when he sees Sandlion approach. Fierce pride burns in Sandlion's eyes as they greet their child, pressing their nose to Stepdust's forehead and giving a life for compassion. And Waspstar goes with pride, stares into Stepdust's eyes. He gives a life for endurance in the face of hardships. Hails Stepdust by his new name, Stepstar. Well then. Also, I must point out that there could have been a way worse option for who Slipped-On could have immediately become mates with. There could have been a different option for who Slip could have become immediate mates with. Like, that could have happened. Garlic Fall doesn't want to go on patrol of Cave Paw, so this is the new deputy. Definitely not going to be the new leader. You're 101. I mean, I guess you could be, but knock on wood, I guess. Adds in about 20 seconds. But insecure, great fighter, formidable fighter. Great speaker, formidable fighter, I mean. Also, I'm gonna go make sure Fumble is a mediator again. There we go. I can check on Missile. Yeah, wasn't Missile thinking about his, downfall earlier? Missile does his whimpering pathetically. I'm still in shock as well. I'm not gonna retcon anything, guys. We can look at Hairpaw while we're in the afterlife. Thinking about a message to send. I'm sad. Timmy slipped on some ice. Mantis Breeze is feeling a sense of dread. Well, I guess maybe that was the omen. Wildbeam can't keep up with Furled. Wildbeam can't keep up with Furled. Splinter Cave is sharing tongues of Shardpaw. Clipso feels exhausted after mediating so many arguments. Yeah, I imagine the new leadership creates new arguments. Let's see, I'm just gonna randomize. Fickle didn't have anything. Skip Fluff definitely did. Give me a second. Let's mediate this. The dislike just does not go down. Siltooth is out on a walk. Mist, I don't know if you had any big dislikes glancing through the list. You didn't have any big dislikes, but, I can do this to be cute out of all the tragedy. We should really try to focus on all the tragedy, but, you know. Puma, let's do Calamari, and then there was, let's see, I know there was something. Rocky. Let's see. Slipped On is making sure she's done all her daily duties. Why are you not even mourning Waspstar? Like, you loved him. You, like, didn't like him at all, though. Like, this is very low platonic like. And respect. And you were jealous. Anything recent? A lot of negative effects recently. But he was the only cat who could make Slip-Dawn laugh. Yoshi, you okay? Where are you, bud? Rocky Pal is careful not to stand under branches with snow on them. Big Storm is debating which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. Check his history, that might be a murder. I don't... No, it just says he was mauled by dogs. And I can't check if he hated anyone because his relations are gone. It was just dogs. Wonders how Oliver is doing. Branch Muzzle tries to set a good example. Miss Olive hopes she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. No! I shouldn't laugh, but I'm laughing because you're like, the Westies came back for Wasp. Echo Stone wishes she had wings so that she could catch birds easier. Yeah, I'll draw Waspstar in the Galaxy Clan Star Clan Allegiance. Tulip Speckle wants to get to know Calypso better. Ravenclaw slipped on some ice hidden under snow. Larksnarf begs Waspstar not to leave them all. That's so sad. Also, the fact it's Larksnarf of all cats is kind of making me giggle. The Snarf cat loved him. Tumbleran slipped on some ice under the snow. Heather refuses to take training seriously. Barkstorm tries to set a good example. Blue Muzzle is happy for his time spent with Raven. Frozen Shadow wants to compliment Ravenclaw's fighting techniques. Glade Shriek wonders how Tumbleram is doing. Wondering cats are just gonna... Blackclaw sparring with some clanmates. Sleepy Gales saw a two-leg petting a loner. Froststripe, I'm sad because I know we're getting to his kids. Froststripe wonders how Magic is doing. Skipweb is daydreaming about how much there is to see in the world. Burntail wants to compliment Tumbleran's fighting techniques. Sat all night at Waspstar's vigil. Chasm Bubble saw a kitty bat with no fur at all. So you don't have the status, but you had it in the time skip. Hi, Scorching Rat. Did you miss that Waspstar got mauled to death by dogs? You're like, did anything terrible happen again? Cave Paw is out on a walk in the territory. Okay, after that. Cave Paw is out on a walk in the territory. Shard Paw wonders if she'll have to fight a battle anytime soon. Sky Paw is resting in the sun after a long day of training. Bone Paw is nervously pacing around camp. Snail Paw feels proud of the progress she's made. Puma Paw wants to go hunt. You're troublesome, quick to help, and a lover of stories. Darcy spends time watching fish in a nearby river. Skipfluff saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Dogs are scary now. So if I remember correctly, Calypso had a crush on Waspstar. Yeah. Like, it wasn't anything bad on Calypso's end. Also, I lost where we were. Cloudspot's enjoying the warm sun at the camp clearing. Magic thought he saw a cat. Turns out it's just a two-legged object that just looks like one. Oliver has a list of complaints for Stepstar. Stepstar just became a thing, guys. Please be nice to Stepstar. Calamari tells another story about himself. Air Dancer is giving some advice to Skipfluff. Stone Kit is whining about the cold. And Bramble Kit is giving advice to Timmy. I kind of really like the tint going on here. Like, it's very blue tinted, but also the black is, like, very brown looking. Like, this is just a pretty kitten. Anyway, I'm concerned. Rocky Pelt, why don't you go with Tumble Ram and Big Storm? Hello, Rocky Pelt. Thought you had a vision from StarClan? Talk to him about it, okay. Let's do Fickle Crackle and Skypaw. They have an argument. Well, Fickle Crackle won't be teaching Skypaw, not until the less experienced cat comes back with a proper apology. That was some astonishing disrespect, if Fickle Crackle has ever seen it. I think he's a bit, touchy right now, because, you know, dad dead. Hi! Every time someone says they're coming back, I'm just gonna hit them. Did you see that Waspstar got mauled to death by dogs? And is just gone now? just anytime someone comes back, and they're like, hey, what did I miss? Leap up a rocky cliff. Snailpaw begins making her way up the cliff. Loose Paw gives way as soon as she steps on it. Hurts her leg, oh boy. Slipped on. I'm gonna send you out alone, see what you get up to. You're just fishing? Okay. I am a little sad about Slipped not mourning Wasp immediately and immediately getting a mate, but we'll see. Froststripe, Mistcall, and Puma Paw. Actually, YouTube, you're a new apprentice. I'm gonna ignore that. Frozen Shadow, Vervain Claw, Garlic Fall. Scent of a Mouse. Skip Web, Sleepy Gale, Froststripe. Hello, Loner. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see you. Sorry about your injury. Shard Paw and Glade Streak. Small Dog. Okay. Missile Leaf, Furled, and Branch Muzzle. Thunderpath. Thank you. My favorite chips are probably Cheddar Ruffles. Echo Stone, let's send you out Blue Muzzle and Black Claw. Don't die. Thank you. And then Burntail. Oh. This can result in cats joining, but I'm still gonna proceed because it's fun. Hello, Glowcaw and Petunia. Two young cats shaking, curled around each other. The warriors saddened to hear the two detail that they were looking for a place to live. Sudden snowstorm. Hello. I know we're overpopulated. It's fine. So you are originally from another clan. Other clan cat. Also, you look a lot like Slip. A sign from StarClan told you to leave. You're cold, keen-eyed, good hunter. And then, where's Petunia? How old is Petunia? Petunia is looking around the camp with wonder. You're loyal, very clever, formerly a loner. A starry-furred cat appeared to him one day, led him to the clan. Very pretty. And then they should have joined with, yeah, romantic like for each other. So there's that. Lots of cats from the old clans recently. Timmy, I'm just gonna send all the medicine cats out. If they find babies, I'm not proceeding. Nice spot the sun. Splinter Cave decides not to rest, instead going to gather herbs while the rest of the patrol relaxes. Thank you. Got Daisy, Moss, Marigold, and Dandelion. Wow. Yeah, old clans are having a plot right now. Births and deaths. Oh no, Frida came back. Frida's gonna die. Big Storm got white cough. Stepstar no longer has white cough. Timmy has green cough. Two of Speckles' snake bite healed. Mantis Breeze has gotten yellow cough. Larksnarf picks herself out of the nest and begins the day anew. Miss Kill got rejected by Frozen Shadow. Also, Frida immediately died of red cough. See, this is what I said why we weren't looking for Frida. Wild Beam was found dead on the territory. That's really suspicious. I do know that if I check the code, it can tell me that there's a cat involved with this. It doesn't show up here, but I've seen it before. So I will double check if there's a cat involved after stream. Sleepy Girl got frostbite. I told you Frida was gonna die. You should have stayed lost, dude. I'm sad. I'm sad, guys. Splinter Cave drips the juice of herbs on the cave paw's damaged eyes, not paying attention to her protest. This infection needs to be stopped before it gets any further. Shardpaw's stomach ache is left. Bonepaw's dislocated joint has been popped back into place. Snailpaw's scrapes are better. Skipfluff can only spend a moment at Wild Beam's vigil before she withdraws to silently curse the world. Kettlinger's voice cracks with grief. Okay then, talking about the time he had with Wild Beam. Stepstar blinks back tears as realization sinks in that he'll never share a joke or a companionable silence with Wild Beam ever again. That was his sister. There's ads right now. Barkstorm is also grieving. So many people are grieving Wild Beam. Wild Beam was so loved. Garlic Fall is also, like, grieving Wild Beam. Yeah, Larkstarf is having an awful year. Worried Tumbleram is overworking himself. Garlic Fall is amused by the antics of younger cats. You're grieving. Timmy can't stop coming to tears each time Wild Beam is mentioned. The one coworker he liked. Sorry, Timmy. The one coworker they liked. Guys, I don't think Mantis Breeze is having a good year either. He's just always looking dazed. Splinter Cave is drinking water from a nearby stream. Calypso feels exhausted from his clanmates bickering. Oliver and let's do Tumble Ram. Yeah. Silttooth saw a pair of two legs near camp. Stay away. Echo, did you have any dislikes I should be concerned about? Fumbletingle is repairing one of the camp walls. Did Missile have any? Let me double check. Not seeing any on my list. Slip definitely did. I thought it was more, but I guess it's just Cloud. Oh god, it's in hate now. We can check out the Dark Forest. I just don't want to, like, spend a lot of time on this stream. Also, Blue Star wants nothing more than the fade away. Frida's dead, Rhyme Drop. Stay away from Rocky Pelt. Stay away from Calamari. Sending a message to one of the cats still living. Sits quietly watching the cats go about their day, careful not to stand under branches of snow. Big Storm lashes out at any cat who checks on her after Wild Beam's death, sad. Took a nap in the clearing, woke up under a blanket of snow. Branch Muzzle is playing a prank on Splinter Cave. Missile Leaf saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Echo Stone spent last night stressing over possible disasters. Tulip Speckle is playing some fresh kills she just caught. Vervainclaw is having a nice chat with another clan at the border. Larksnarf will never forget Wild Beam. I'm so sad for Larksnarf. Tumbleram can't wait for New Leaf. Heather sticks her tongue out in a mouse that escaped her pounce. Barkstorm wants to compliment Skipweb's fighting techniques. Petunia wonders if StarClan gave Mantis Breeze any prophecies lately. Blue Muzzle is reevaluating his morals. Goes to help a kit that stumbled over their paws. Glade Shriek almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble. Miss Call almost got lost near some tree-leg nests. Black Claw wants to get to know Garlic Claw better. Glowclaw mentor watches Bramblekit pretend to hunt a mouse. Also, I didn't check what you had. You have Frostbite. Yeah, it's just Frostbite. Sleepy Gale is napping. Froststripe got startled by a squirrel. Skipweb sleeps next to Wildbeam for the entire vigil one last time. Burntail sang a song in memory of Wildbeam at the vigil. Fickle Crackle takes pride in how well run his patrols are. Chasm Bubble is giving advice to Silttooth. Cave Paws upset Fumble Tingle said she was wrong during an argument. Starred Paws playing a prank on Splinter Cave. Sky Paw doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Bone Paws feeling content. Snail Paw took a nap in the clearing and woke up under a blanket of snow. Puma Paw saw a wandering two legs. Darcy is craving fish. Skip Fluff is sharing tongues of Frida. Ketlinger is telling scary stories. Cloudspots is passing on stories of old to the next generation. Magic is waiting to watch the sunset. Oliver makes sure to check on a clanmate who's been having a rough time. Calamari brags about all his past achievements. Not the time, dude. Air Dancer is giving advice to younger cats. Stone Kit is curious about the other clans. Bramble Kit is hatching a plan to sneak out of camp and play. And, patrol time. There's only one medicine cat that's available right now. Hello, Blackberry Leaves. Blackberry and Raspberry. We can send a big mentor and apprentice patrol. Puma Paw and Miss Call, and then Snail Paw, Bone Paw, and Echo. And then, yeah, just those guys. We're sending out someone to watch Echo. Hi, large dog. Puma Paw tries to protect her clanmates, but he gets in the way of the attack. Without everyone committed to driving the dog off, the patrol has to fall back. They do so in good order. Skipweb can go out with Fickle Crackle and Skypaw. Badger set. Just hit pebbles at them. Rocky Pelt and Tulip Speckle. Let's just send a date. Practice teamwork with his mate. They flow together like two streams. Look, guys, cuteness. Cuteness, guys. Black Claw, Tumble Ram, and Glade Streak, along with Shardpaw. Starts snowing. Despite the snow, we hunt good. We're gonna pretend we didn't hunt songbirds. We're gonna pretend that was something else. Frost Stripe, Missile Leaf. Mouse, we catch it. Lark, let's send you out alone. Please don't die. Badger set. Good. Didn't die. Furled can go out with Burntail. Hello, Moss Clan. Lost apprentice that we help guide home. Yeah, we'll say the songbirds helped JayClan find some mice. Branch Muzzle can go Slipped On and Blue Muzzle. Branch Muzzle thinks she had a vision from StarClan. Talk to her about whether it was a real vision as they train. I will check on Waspstar now. Contemplating his legacy. Interesting. And then Frozen Shadow and Vervangclaw. Practice fighting techniques. Nice practice session. We're getting close to the end. Only 2 more moons. I see births and deaths. Cloudspot's no longer group. Timmy was killed by Greencough. Guys, what is happening to our positions of power this year? I'm so sad. Timmy. And then the Viper Clan Medicine Cat asks if they have any mallow, and we graciously aid them. Barkstorm is trying to help cope with the sadness and memories. Sleepy Gale was so confident Splinter Cave felt the same, but he doesn't. Sleepy Gale really doesn't want to talk about it. Skipweb was taking some prey from the fresh kill pile, only to find a horde of rats. Got attacked. Called for Missile Leaf to help. Darcy's White Cough is gone. Pumapaw tripped over a small trunk. Only got pride bruised. And then got Green Cough. Magic's broken jaw has healed, but the injury left them scarred. Heather recovered from birthing her litter. Glowclaw is no longer frostbitten, and then was caught outside the clan territory. Petunia's frostbite is gone, and Timmy has taken their place in StarClan. Sad. Everyone we love in JayClan is dying. Yeah. Yeah. We have 2 medicine cats all of a sudden. Stepstar is planning to go to sleep early tonight. You're still grieving. Garlic Fall almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble. You're also grieving. Mantis Breeze wonders how Frozen Shadow is doing. Splinter Cave leaped from tree branch to tree branch just for the adrenaline rush. Please be careful. Calypso reminisces about his time with Basil. Was Garlic needed to be... okay, so Air Dancer is actually a cat I have written. It's not that bad. Oh, that was a good mediation, actually. Salttooth almost got lost on some two-leg nests. Look, I want some happiness. I'm gonna mediate these 2. It didn't go up at all, but look, I can dream. Patching up a hole in the clan wall. Furled, did you have anything I wrote down? I'm not... Blue. Blue muzzle. Yep. Mediate that. Didn't go down. Did Darcy absorb everyone's life force? Darcy and magic, apparently. Slipped On was the first to rise this morning. Rocky Pelt is complaining about an itch he can't quite reach. Big Storm envies the deputy position. Furled was recently caught humming to herself. Branch Muzzle saw a 2-leg kit playing with a kitty pet. Missile Leaf is thankful for the safety of camp. Echostone has been washing her paws a lot lately. I'm suspicious of you, girl. Tulip Speckle splashes in a puddle of water during a patrol. Vervangclaw helps out around camp in between her duties. Larksnoff brought Splinter Cave and herb to identify. Tumbleram hopes the deputy won't assign him to the Dawn Patrol tomorrow. Don't remind me when I said we had 4 medicine cats and didn't need a new one. Don't remind me. Heather is playing with some fresh kills she just caught. Barkstorm sneezes when a snowflake landed on his nose. Petunia keeps watch over his clanmates at night. Blue Muzzle saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Frozen Shadow got startled by a squirrel. Yeah, sorry if you can hear the dogs and my mom upstairs. It's the dogs and my mom walking around. Don't worry about it. Sorry if it's too loud. Glade Streak almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble. Miss Call is humming a tune he heard in her two-leg place. Black Claw imagines overthrowing a tyrannical leader one day. Little concerning. Glowcaw is playing a prank on Stepstar. Sleepy Gale is daydreaming about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Frost Stripe saw a two-legged kit playing for Kitty Pet. Skipweb is tidying up camp. Burntail is showing off her battle moves. Fickle Crackle is padding back and forth across the camp. Chasm Bubble is grooming away. Cave Paw practices her newest battle moves. Shardpaw is having a nice conversation. We're getting ads in 1 minute again. I'm gonna skip this one. I feel like I clicked something wrong because that doesn't seem to be every 30 minutes unless I'm just like going by time really quickly. Skypaw wants to be taught an advanced hunting move. Bonepaw is sharing prey with Skypaw. Snailpaw is purring loudly. Pumapaw wants to train, but you currently have green cough. I really like Pumapaw's colors. Darcy ignored a kitty pet, calling his old kitty pet name. Isn't it still Darcy? Nope, it's every 30 minutes. You kept track? Okay, then. Feels too stiff to leave her nest today. Ketlinger is snoring in his sleep. Cloudspots is tidying up camp. Magic is debating on which prey to take from the fresh kill pile. You got a new scar. I'm gonna look at you younger. It's the one right across your face. Oliver is snoring loudly in her sleep. Calamari is proud of all he's achieved. Air Dancer is finding Rocky Pelt annoying. Time flies and everyone is screaming. Stonekit can't find anything appetizing on the fresh kill pile, and Bramblekit is watching Fickle Crackle work. And let's go. Missed Call. Let's send you out with Vervain Claw and Skipweb. Hello, Kitty Pet. Sorry, Kitty Pet. I'm gonna send you out with just a bunch of apprentices. And let's see what they get up to. They're apprentices. They don't quite know the rules. They're gonna proceed on this. We need to change Milk. Give me a second. Because Milk is a recent name. That is an outsider name. Where is Milk? I'm just gonna pull up the list of loner names and roll it. Give me a second. Oh, you're really young. You're 12 moons old, daring, good kid sitter. Lived in a barn. Okay. Give me, can I, roll a new name for Milk after stream? Because I do just want to roll from the loner name list, because there's a lot of them. Echo Stone can go with Petunia and Fickle Crackle. Large Rat. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I left my chair for 1 second. Now Kit Kat is sitting in it. So I'm kind of sharing my chair by sitting at the very edge of it because my cat's sitting in it. We catch the rat. Let's do a big one. Furled, Glade Streak, Branch Muzzle, Lark Snarf. Okay, my cat left. I can sit back normal. Yeah, Kit Kat saw an opportunity. I stood up for like 5 seconds. Black Claw and Tulip Speckle. Full training patrol of warriors. Glade Streak doesn't much care for the patrol does. She's keen to use the opportunity for a slightly different aim. As they all train, Glade Streak checks in with her fellow warriors, stiffly casual. Yeah, the rest of the patrol takes this as an insult. Let's do a solo. Glowcaw. Solo hunting patrol. Not Glowcaw's lucky day. And then Milk can go with Heather and Missile Leaf. Practice teamwork. Form 2 teams to fight each other. Claw's sheaved, of course. Missile Leaf takes her up on the good idea. And then let's do Burntail, Slipdawn, and Froststripe. 2-on-1 fighting. They thrashed Burntail easily. Burntail silently stews over this unfair, unbalanced training exercise. And then Tumble Ram, Frozen Shadow, Rocky Pelt, and Blue Muzzle can go out. Badger. Okay. Splinter Cave. Got Shivering and Frostbite. That's scary. Frostbite scares me ever since Daisy Billow. And this is going to be the last moon. So, let's see. No births or deaths. Skip Fluff, I believe, has lasting grief now. Big Storm no longer has white cough. Mantis Breeze no longer has yellow cough. Black Claw disappeared and got a collar. Sleepy Gale got rid of the frostbite. Skipweb's pelt is no longer torn. Burntail fought a rogue and got hurt. Fought Pool specifically. Fickle Crackle woke up with a splitting headache. Chasm Bubble is no longer grieving. Whistlepelt's pelt is looking better. Shard Dusk is named. Knows that Shard Dusk's ferocity will lead her through anything, and Magic has gotten a stomachache. Somehow the old people we found did not die. Thinking about his life choices. Man, our deputy and our leader are still out of commission. They've been grieving. Cowsnow's nest during a rough storm. Mantis Breeze is staring off into space. Mantis is not doing good, guys. Mantis is really not doing good. Mantis is, like, dissociating all year. Splinter Cave is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Calypso is dozing off. Was Glade on the list of things I needed to do? I don't see anyone. Darcy, Air Dancer. Air Dancer was... There's Air and Garlic. Yeah, it's just Air and Garlic. So let's mediate that. No, never mind. That got fixed. So, let's see. Frozen on the list? It's Frozen Mist that I was trying to do. Fetching Blue Muzzle. Is Blue on the list that I wanted to do? Yeah. 1 second. There is Batumble. Please mediate that. It went down a little bit. That's good. And then Fumble Tangle, upset at a recent negotiation. Mist Call. Was there anyone else with Mist? No. And we already did Mist and... Branch Muzzle. Was there anything with Branch? There's Sleepy. Which one is Sleepy? That's Glade Streak. There we go. Mediate that. Slipdawn wants to compliment Tulip Speckle's fighting techniques. You just joined? Oh boy. Waspstar died. Was mauled to death by dogs. Rocky Pelt always manages to turn the mood into a lighter one. Big Storm wants to get to know Furled better. Furled is looking forward to finding more prey. Branch Muzzle tries to set a good example. Missile Leaf spends the last night stressing over possible disasters. Echo Stone heard someone say something that reminded her of her lost home. Tulip Speckle sharpens her claws. Ravenclaw doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Larksnarf wishes Skypaw was her apprentice. Everyone likes Skypaw. No, it was Snailpaw last time. Tumbleram tries to set a good example for younger cats. Heather sticks her tongue out at a mouse that escaped her pounce. Barkstorm is thinking about a strange two-legged object he saw recently. Petunia has the apprentices very engaged in a very tall tale. Blue Muzzle is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Frozen Shadow saw a kitty pet sitting calmly next to a dog. Glade Shriek hopes she will make it through Leaf Bear. Leaf Bear is already over. Almost got lost in her two-legged nest. Black Claw sharpens her claws. Glowclaw is thanking Silttooth for what she does for the clan. Sleepy Gale recounts the gathering for Mantis Breeze and his patients. Froststripe is worried Shardpaw is overworking herself. Skipweb wonders what Fumbletangle is up to. Yes, Famble Tumble. Famble Tungle. I guess that's what I was trying to say. Burntail woke up with a flame in her belly this morning. Didn't need to know that. Fickle Crackle can't keep up with cloud spots. Chasm Bubble is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Milk is challenging. Just gonna... Challenging some clanmates to a sparring match 2-on-1. Shard Dusk is enjoying the sounds of nature. You're bloodthirsty and incredibly clever. Congratulations on your full name, though. Cavepaw is still an apprentice. Wow, Cavepaw has 19 experience because Cavepaw has been hurt the entire apprenticeship. That's so sad. Skypaw spreads a mostly harmless rumor about Cavepaw. Don't be mean to Cavepaw. Bonepaw is having a hunting contest with Pumapaw. I'll send you out with Pumapaw then. Snailpaw almost got lost in her two-legged nest. Pumapaw feels disappointed. Never mind, it can't send you out. Pumapaw is sick. Disappointed after a missed catch, so I guess you, didn't... I see you lost the hunting contest. Darcy is twitching his tail in excitement about something. Skipfluff is playing a prank on Calamari. Catelyn gives the sternest lectures of any JayClan cat. Whoops. Oh, never mind. Cloudspots is in quite the mood. Magic ignored a kitty pet calling his old kitty pet name. Again, is it not Magic? Oliver insists the warriors eat before her. Calamari is playing a prank on Big Storm. Air Dancer is itching to run. Stone Kit is having a hard day. And Bramble Kit is watching Petunia work. Okay. Our last patrols, is there anyone in specifics you wanted me to send out together? Anyone in specific you want to send out together? On our last patrols. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. Bone with a med cat? That's not Bone. Leads Bonepaw for the JayClan territory, enjoying the nice day. He glances back and realizes Bonepaw looks as if she wants to ask him a question. Mantis Breeze sits down and motions for Bonepaw to join him, looking at her inquisitively. Bonepaw tentatively explains that she's curious about herbs, but is worried that desire to learn is detrimental to her progress as a warrior. Mantis Breeze isn't too sure how to comfort her, but he does his best. Bonepaw doesn't look fully convinced, but at least her mood seems a bit lighter. So, there's some conflicting feelings that Bonepaw is feeling with warrior training versus being interested in herbs. So I say we don't switch her right away, but she might want to switch in the future. I think she's still, like, thinking about things right now. Someone said Echo with her child. I'm just double checking which one that is. That is Glade. Fighting techniques at Glade Streak. Echo Stone takes charge and coordinates exercises for the duo. Practicing how to weave around an opponent, feeling more confident in their teamwork. Skypaw can go out with Skipweb and placeholder. Hello, squirrel. We narrowly miss it, but it was alerted by a bird's call, so it was probably something wrong with the squirrel. Anyone specific you wanted me to send out before I start doing randoms? I will do Chasm and Slip. Practice teamwork. Neither cat steps up to teach. Some solos, big patrol. I'll do a solo and then a big patrol. Blue muzzle. Don't. Thank you. Tumble Ram, Missile Leaf, Vervangeclaw, Furled, Heather, and Petunia. Oh, hello. Clan filthy and pathetic, who did nothing but steal from others, neither giving thought to the hurt they did or credit to the hunter's hard work. The cats of Whisker Grove, who is a real app that stole clan gen, are a bunch of dung-gargling scat scooters. Furled spits they stole from JayClan, the mouse hearts, and is rumored that they're such mange-pelted thieves that Silverpelt herself threw them out of StarClan. Yeah, it's a real app. They suck. Branch Muzzle, Blackclaw. Hello, large dog. Watch the dog, forces them to scatter. The deputy is grieving, so I can't send them out. Larksnarf can go out. Hello, Moss Clan. Patrol is standoffish and cold. Frozen Shadow. There's an ad right now. Thinking about a dream. Thinks about it while training. And then Miss Call can go out. You can bring out Snailpaw. Practice teamwork with Snailpaw. Good to see the progress Snailpaw is making with her training, and Miss Call makes sure to tell her so as they work on their ambushing strategies. Sleepy Gale can go out with Big Storm. Badger set. Can you guys stop hitting pebbles into there to check if the badger's there? And then Shard Dusk. I'm gonna pretend we didn't see that. Frost Stripe. Again, I'm gonna pretend we didn't see that. Rocky Pelt. I can send you out with your mate. Hello. Hunting techniques. Toadspeckle marvels at the opportunity to have Rocky Pelt's time to herself. Rocky Pelt is such a popular cat, so friendly and fun to be around, and yet when the training session draws to a close under the setting sun, Rocky Pelt looks surprised to be told so. Cute. And then Glowcaw. Don't... There goes our other clan cat. Even before she could become mates with the one that they joined with. Anyway, that was the year. We're still really overpopulated, but I'm sad. Horrible year. Anyway, I'm gonna draw Stepstar, Garlic Fall. Well, I'm gonna move over Step Dusk and make them Stepstar. Gonna draw Garlic Fall. We have to remove Timmy and Wild Beam. We have to remove, Magpie. I think that's it for the pop. I'm sad. We can check the Dark Forest before we end. Wondering if everything was worth it. Thought they heard the voice of a loved one. Begging a shadowy cat for mercy. Wants to destroy the clan. Thought they heard the voice of a loved one. Cleaning the fur of muck. Sharpening claws. Starting to like the lawlessness here. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace.